everyone. I'm gonna read you a story that I wrote. Know what you think about it, and if you want to hear more, like and subscribe the video. Like and subscribe to the video. Hi, all my subscribers out there, and the other YouTubers and the new ones. Okay, I will start. A little girl playing by a pond. She was just standing there picking up rocks and skipping them across the water. She was enjoying watching the mama duck lead her ducklings to a nearby bush on the right side of her. The mama duck seemed to be counting as one by one they entered, when all of a sudden a crocodile pushed its head out of the bushes. All the ducklings went sprinting out as fast as their little webbed feet could take them. The croc's legs and tails went into a full attack in the direction of the mama duck and her little ones, not even noticing the little girl, until the little girl pulled out of her frozen state of being scared, screamed, and pulled the croc's attention right to her. The croc's body started to make a turning motion towards the girl. The little girl, realizing her mistake, she probably should have not have screamed. However, by this point, it was too late. The girl jumped so high, she looked like she was floating for a second and turned from the air, and when her feet hit the ground, the chase was on. She was running so fast, her tiny body and her heart was pounding so hard it made her head hurt. She didn't even seem to be looking where she was going. Everything was starting to blur around her. Her eyes only saw a flash of color and fuzzy images. What could have been houses, trees, stop signs? These thoughts for a second ran through her head. Where am I going? Is the croc still following me? She was scared. So scared she didn't look behind her, she just kept running. At this point, her eyes were starting to feel the pressure and she was feeling short of breath. Her legs hurt. She thought she could close her eyes just for a second and keep running a little more. She did that. And just then she heard a horn honk. She spun around to have a bright light flash into her eyes that were closed, and she opened them to a white luxury car. The car made a quick turn to stop before coming to a very close of hitting her. She could hear the man was yelling at someone on the cell phone, way too involved into the conversation. He didn't even notice the little girl, the lost girl who looked scared and alone. She watched as... Oh, wait, where was I? Hold on. It's hard to read this tiny print on the computer. Where am I? I lost my place here. She was standing in some... Oh, wait. Nope. Where am I? Sorry, guys. I lost my spot. I'm gonna start here. She spun around to have the bright light flash into her eyes. As she opened them, she saw a white luxury car. The car made a quick turn and stopped, coming very close to hitting her. She could hear the man was yelling at someone on his cell phone, way too involved in his conversation. He didn't even notice her, a little girl who looked lost and alone. She watched as he continued away down the street and the road, still yelling at someone. She was standing in some old abandoned parking lot that used to belong to a grocery store called the Bullseye. She sat on the floor for a moment, still catching her breath. Now that her five senses she had lost for a bit while she was running had started to return back to her. She looked and felt that one of her shoes had broke while she was running. Her face saddened and a thought came to her. Daddy had just got her those shoes. He knew how much she loved her dress shoes and to dress up. Maybe this will make him sad. She broke them, of course, as if things couldn't get any worse. A flash of lightning and a clash of thunder roared. A rush of freezing cold wind smacked the little girl in the face. The wind was so strong it threw the little girl off balance. She decided maybe if she started walking until she found something that looked close to home to her, then maybe she could follow that. She had to walk slow and push her legs down hard. The wind was fighting her. All around her was getting dark fast, and the storm was moving in quick. There were a few moments, hold on, a few street lights, but they were flickering, and she was getting soaked. Now she couldn't really see for a whole different reason. The rain was so heavy, her eyes were getting hit by big raindrops, and she had put in her broken shoe in her pocket, afraid it would get taken by the wind or get stuck in the mud. As she was walking, she tried to think of something happy to get her mind off the storm. Maybe Daddy can fix her shoes, she thought. Maybe Mommy won't be so mad if she explains why she went to the pond by herself. She was following a trail of ants from her front yard. She didn't realize how far she went until she noticed she was by water. Maybe they miss her and will give her a nice warm bath and put a fire on and give her some hot chocolate. Something loud cracked and echoed and stopped her trail of thinking. She was looking down, trying to keep the water from hitting her eyes too much. However, the noise made her look up. It was a telephone wire, and it was on fire. The pole got hit by the lightning. The little girl was confused. The pole must have been different because when that lightning hit, all the street lights that were flickering stopped flickering and turned off completely. She felt absolutely helpless. She fell in exhaustion, curled up in a ball, and started to cry. She heard a different noise. It was now like tires making a scratching noise on top of the asphalt when coming to a stop. A bright light flashed in front of her. She raised her head up to see a shape of a woman getting out of a car. The woman rushed up to her and held her in her arms. The lady put the little girl into the car. For a moment, the little girl was scared, but only for a second, because she realized the car was not random, and the lady was not a stranger. It was her mom. Finally, the little girl could relax. It was over. Hope you guys liked it. Hi, Michael's Workshop. Hope you liked the story I wrote. What'd you think of it? Yeah, I wrote that. I'm a writer for Twins. I have to look it up again. I haven't wrote for them in a while, but I write for them once in a while when I feel like writing something. Oh, you liked it? I mean, that's it for that one, but I'm always writing stories. I could read more. I might have another one. I can look through my Facebook. I always write little short stories. Um, oh yeah, it ended. She found her mom found her walking through the storm, and they were looking for her and they found her. What's remote viewing? I haven't. have more stories in here somewhere. You close your eyes and travel somewhere real and observe what is going on. Yeah. Yeah, I've done something like that. That sounds like kind of like meditation. Like the meditations that I do when I just ask spirit to show me whatever they want to show me. Do they get me drunk? No, I don't think so. I feel like I've been spiritually high before. Have you done remote viewing, or do the spirits get you drunk? Have you ever been spirited away? I don't think so. Like that movie? What movie? Oh, I have a new dragon necklace, guys. I don't know if you could see it. It's like it looks like it glows in the dark because it has that neon green color and like a purple. There's a movie by that name. Oh, I'll have to check it out. It's so pretty. I love it. Is it worth the watch? Are you in Florida? Yes. I'm still in Florida. Yeah, and still doing lots of overtime because my work is like just, I don't know, they're just really flowing lately. Lots of calls, lots of chatting, people ordering makeup and stuff. Trying to find another story for you guys. I wrote one about like kind of a fairy tale world. If I can find it, cuz I thought I wrote it after this one, so it should show up after, but maybe before. Maybe I wrote that before. I didn't think I did though. Oh, I can go on Twin Post. That's what I write for, Twin Post. You can check it out. No, it's called Ulta. It's a makeup company called Ulta. But there was another story in here. Oh, I guess I saved it in my email. I can go into my email. Why don't what? Oh, I don't wear a lot of makeup. I know it's funny that I sell makeup. But it's a job and it has lots of overtime and it's fun to chat. So, yeah. Well, you don't really need to be successful. The people come on the site and they make their own they make their own orders and stuff, and you just help them like with the orders or like where's their package. Sometimes the tracking takes longer, so you help them track it. It's basically just customer service, but it's really easy and just easy stuff, and um, it's fun. I like it. I have my Mountain Dew today. Are you at a counter interacting with people? I see you are doing well at that. Not at a counter. I'm on a computer and like people chat in if they don't want to call in. There's chatters and then there's like a call, but yeah, I know you can. Um, yeah, so there's chat like so I'm on the chat team. So what I do is people will chat in and say, "Can you track my order?" or "Can you find my order?" or "Can I get a price match?" Because you're allowed to have price matches. Do I hear a lot of chatters? You know what? Um, when you chat, like when your job is chat, like I don't know how it is for other line of businesses, but like when you're a chatter, you can like talk. You can talk up to three different customers in like one page. So they make you take care of three customers all at once. But it's not bad. Like once you get like I didn't realize how slow of a typer I was until I started there. And then I got really fast. Do you work from home online? No, there's a call center I work at. Not gonna give that like where my call center is at. I'm not gonna give that away, but it is a call center, and they have different line of businesses there. It's fun. It's nice. Let me see. Why did you get a job in Florida if you live in Cali? Because there's a certain amount of months I'm in Florida. So I got a job here, and then when I'm in California, I work my other business over there. So I can travel and do what I want pretty much. In California, I'm self-employed, so I can just work when I want. Yeah. Like people call me and they're like, "Hey, are you in California?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I just go work for them. I advertise for them, and then I do that, and then come here and I do what I want here, and it works out really well. Where do you work? If I can ask. Um, Hi, Jason White. Could get a job at a video game store. I could. um, Not Aaron's though. I don't think he'd pay me if that's the one you're talking about. I tried helping him before at the swap meet, but like every time I would take a little bit of my percentage, what I believed I should take for that, he'd get mad. So I'm like, I'm not working for free. Not happening. The one in Pinellas Park is hiring. Pay you in math. Yeah, he probably tried to just give me video games or something. Shoot, I could go back and work for Hot Topic if I wanted, but where I work right now is paying more, so I'm like, nah, it's cool working there and all, but that's just for fun. That was just something I did for fun. It's cold in here now. Yeah, he's good person. You're right, bad business person. Well, I don't know. I guess he survived this long. There must be a reason. Real estate commissions? I don't know. I don't know. I'm outgoing for sure. I know that's like one of the main things. You have to be outgoing. Um, I'm a pretty good studier, so I'd probably be able to like do all the schoolwork that you need to do and everything, but that's a lot to remember. That's one thing. My memory is not that great all the time. Pharmaceutical rep, yeah, that would be cool. I'd do that. I would do that. Wouldn't mind working with pills. Oh, okay. I'll look into why. Are you a broker? You looking for somebody? I mean, I already own one house. There's a lot to remember, a lot in the paycheck. Oh, the AC is right on me. Should put on a jacket. I'm cold. Or something. I should get up. And then I don't want to. Maybe selling cars. Uh, maybe. No, I have to know a lot about cars. I don't know a lot about cars. Really? Why is that? Why do you think I would sell cars really well? 32 outside? Oh my goodness. Oh, what is the temperature here? Hold on. I think my phone can tell me. Smile and giggle and stick to my price, huh? That sounds too easy. Um, None of the car salespeople I have met know anything about cars. Oh, really? We just bought a car. The guy was pretty knowledgeable, but he might have just been reading the Carfax, the Carfox. Telemarketer can make your own hours. Yeah, I was a telemarketer before. That was fun. I know a lot about sales and how to um basically advertise and all that. I mean, I already advertise for people, so I guess in a way selling something is pretty much advertisement. So I'm I'm into that already. What did you tell a marketer? What did I tell a marketer? Told them to buy my things, to buy my products. I worked for Platinum One before, but I heard that place. I actually worked for that place for 2 years. I want to say that was my first job. Yeah, that was my first job at like 15 or 16. I worked for Platinum One for like 2 years. And then right after I left, I heard they got raided because I guess they were doing things that was illegal. So I'm glad I got out of there before that happened. But I don't think I would have been at fault. They probably would have owed me money or something. I did get a check actually. I got a check that they owed me money. Like I got $1,000 check when I was like 17. I just 17, 8. Yeah, when I was 18, I got a check and I found out because I didn't think it was real because it was like $1,000 check. I'm like, no one just gets $1,000 check. What? So we had the bank check it out and they were like, no, this is they explained to me like what the letter was saying and stuff, and apparently like the IRS made them pay the people back for like money that they were taking out of people. I don't understand how they were taking it out of people's paychecks, but they were, and they were like getting away with it because you were still getting paid a certain amount, and it looked like that. It looked right, so no one really checked into it. I don't know how it worked, but anyways, they owed me money, so I got money. That was exciting. You could work for Platinum too. Is there Platinum 2 now? Or is that just a joke? But yeah, so I worked for Platinum One. I've sold it was like solar it wasn't solar power. We were bartenders, good money. Yeah, I thought about that. Wasn't sure if I wanted to be around a bunch of drunks all the time. All the time. That's like getting paid to be around drunks. But I guess it wouldn't be that bad. I wouldn't mind being a bartender. I thought about going to the school for it. Dominatrix. Ha. Huh. Yeah. I don't know if I should comment on that one. That'd be fun. What am I doing? Okay. I'm gonna go into my email and see what other stories I have saved in my email right here. Stay signed in. Nope. And let me see. Next. MWS, be nice. The question was for you, Jason. Oh. What question? Oh, goodness. Yellow.
No, that's a color.
What's up? I am on YouTube Live right now. And no, I'm not. I'm not. Someone said yellow. Yellow.
How's your square one coming out?
Square? What?
You made we were rolling up, yours is heating up faster than mine, so you better keep an eye on yours.
What? What's heating up? Cookies? Oh, you guys are making cookies? I want cookies.
Yeah, make cookies.
I don't see an MWS. Jack in a Box. Lucky. Actually, no, I don't like Jack in a Box. I want Sonic.
Apparently, the Jack in the Box mini tacos are to die for.
No, I don't even like their normal tacos. Ew.
I actually bought the big ones, you know, the mega tacos. Yeah, they got bigger tacos, supposed to be bigger than the normal one.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking try it.
Tracy just posted something about PUBG. Not well. I'm looking at my emails and I noticed that she showed up on me. Is there any snow in Florida? No, there's no snow right now. Is there snow over there?
Who are you talking to?
People on live.
Who's that guy right there I'm pointing at?
Pointing.
Am I on speaker?
Yes.
That guy right there.
That one?
No, that one.
That one.
Yeah. Who the hell is he?
People. I don't know. Hi, people.
Yeah, who's God?
Who's that?
I don't know, we're asking him.
I don't know. Maybe? No, I don't think I know.
We're on YouTube right now.
Should I let them listen to?
I don't care. I got tips right here. Alright, I'll let you get back to your
I was reading my stories to them. I was reading my stories. But I'm trying to find another one. No worries. Oh, MG, Rob. Taking you off speaker now. Right.
I'll let you go before Robert starts saying more.
Alright. Have fun, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, goodness. You guys can hear him? Yeah, no, that's not good. Let's see. I will look at another story. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go through my emails real quick. My sent emails, because I sent it to the twin post type thing. So it should be in here somewhere. It shouldn't. I really want to find. I really want to find the one about the fox. You guys will like that one. Is the guy you are on... You are... No! I don't... No. I'm not cheating. That was Arthur, by the way. Arthur and his brother. Really, Arthur? Wait. Oh, that's you. Okay. Okay, let me find another... Hold on. Um... Are there Cuban sandwiches where I live? Near where I live? I'm sure. Somewhere out there are. Really, Arthur? Blue cheese? Really? Arthur, they called you an old man. Where are... Oh, okay. I have 2 parts to this story. So that's part 2. Where did I put part 1 at? Is it this one? Let me see. Nope, that's not it right there. You hung out with Jesus? Is it this one? Why does it keep going to that one? I don't... How many times did I send that one? Is it that one? There it is. I found it. It's kind of long. You guys want to hear a long story? Have you been to any concerts? Not lately. I've been working. I'm gonna go to the Strawberry Festival in March. There's a Mercy Me concert playing. My mom wants to go see. Long story short, yes. So you don't want me to read you the whole story? I mean, it's not that long. It's like 2 pages, but 2 pages in an email. Oh, no, wait. It might be 1 page in an email. Let me see. Oh, well, okay. So I can read you 1 part of it. Okay. I'm going to read. Okay, right now. Give me a second. I'll go back into my email. All right. The lunar ray had seemed to shine brighter tonight over the jubilation gardenias. They were in full bloom. The rain that was going on heavy for hours had just stopped. It had left its droplets over the garden, and plant life had given a sparkle-like effect on everything the storm had touched. There is a white fox was sitting by the entrance of the cave, staring at its reflection of itself in a small puddle that the rain had gathered from earlier. A mother fox was wondering to itself if the sun would actually rise. Perhaps the weather would be warm enough for the other animals to come out. The fluffy fox daydreamed for a moment, picturing all the animals coming out of their hiding spots, particularly visioning the small animals like hares and birds. Maybe it could go swimming and find a juicy plump fish. Thinking of these furry and scaly creatures made the fox start to salivate. She creeped in front of the den, and the fox for a few seconds sat outside the mountain's cave opening. A very chilly breeze had flowed over the somewhat tall grass and through the trees, only to hit the fox on the nose with an extremely tiny snowflake, making the fox feel doubtful of its recent thought. It decided to make itself comfortable back within the cave, tucking her two little pups under, getting comfortable and keeping them warm. Wait, where am I? I always lose my spot right here. Okay. Tucking her two little pups under, getting comfortable and keeping them warm. The fox, closing her sad little eyes. On the wall, where the fox had found its resting place, was a poem. Has the moon set fire to the sun for the last time? Will it not rise in the morrow? What has become of our light, and what will become of this world? Okay, I can read more or I can stop there because there's like a whole big paragraph after that. Okay, you guys seem interested. You're not complaining in the chat, so I'll continue. Meanwhile, outside of this underground chamber where it housed these foxes, another event was going on. A poison, a fantasy world, and a girl. Strange voices seemed to be whispering far off into the night and writing and becoming carried away by a haunting gust of wind. Softly they spoke directly into the ear of a young woman. These eerie voices said, "This fairy tale world can never be. Not for you." The young woman, who was sitting on a very large, round, flat rock, rubbed her feet against the cold, wet grass, put them together as if she could gain courage that way. She straightened her back and looked around, and finally looked straight into the empty green grass that filled and surrounded her. She cleared her throat and replied to the voices, "You lied to me." Her voice was loud and almost full of anger. This stumped her. She knew she said these words. She cleared her throat and replied, let's see. Her voice was loud, almost full of anger. This stumped her. She knew she said these words, and her own voice sounded foreign to her. The strange voices did not stop. "Is that what you truly believe?" they asked. The strange voices were now becoming louder and hiss-like sounds. They growled and told the woman to look around her. "I can tell you what I see. I see is not what you see. And what I can see is that the moonlight is so bright tonight, and there was a rain on which made everything sparkle. Also, the wind is making your blonde hair flow ever so elegantly, making it look soft and flowy around your face. And you glow ever so angelically. Your white nightgown again glowing in the moonlight and dancing in the wind, making you look graceful. The clear sky show casting the clear sky shows casing the stars ever so brightly, letting them sparkle and reflect right into your eyes, truly giving you a stage for the heavens. I tell you this because I know this is not what you see or you feel. These voices explain to the woman, you do not feel graceful, you feel broken, unwanted. The woman knew it sounded like questions, however, she stayed quiet and let the voices continue. In realization, they were rhetorical. Even though she could not see where the voices were coming from, she felt like the eyes of these voices were now squinting at her, as if a true question was being asked with the next sentence. The voice asked, what happened to you? Why is it that you feel this way? Why do you see yourself in such a way? And a pause came. They were waiting for an answer. When she stayed quiet a few minutes after, they continued to talk. All you see is that there's a small tear on the back of the bottom part of your nightgown, and for some reason, your face does not feel angelic but ugly. What puzzles us most is when you look at the sky, you see darkness, even though it is clearly not. She was stunned. Hold on. Her body was paralyzed at just the thought of the voices being so correct. She was stuck in silence. She could not speak, for they knew her so well, but how? And when the silence seemed like it went on for hours, she started to uncontrollably weep. Then she felt a rush of air, something cold, reptile feeling, lightly brush against her arm. The young woman looked up to see what was a dragon, purple and bright yellow wings rub up against her. It stood on all fours, claws, oh wait, yeah, claws very upright and straight. A thought came to her mind. He looked royal, ready for battle, and yet soft and wise at the same time. She only allowed herself to stare for a moment, and her mind, without any control of its own, started off into a pathway that led in. Oh, sorry. She stared off into a pathway that led into the forest. Her body stiff, thoughts were blank, and eyes once again full of water. The dragon spoke as if telepathically. What is the matter? Why do you sit there looking sadder and sadder? All she could do was wave him away and shake her head. The dragon nodded as if possibly an explanation was not needed, but understood. So the dragon took flight. He shed his tears to see such a lonely sight. And that's where I stopped. So I hope you guys liked it. I am working on that one. That one's probably gonna be a book. Because I really like the characters. Yay! And I like where the story's going. I have another part to that, but I wrote it down on paper and I did not save it as of yet in my email. So you guys will just have to wait for part 2. Sorry. But I hope you enjoyed what I was reading. I can do more stories like this. Is Homer there? What? Homer? What are you talking about? Aw, thanks. Yeah, I worked hard on it. I think I rewrote it, and like I couldn't figure out where it was going like twice, and then I was like, I finally had it down. It started all from a poem, like that that little poem that was on the wall for the fox. That's actually what was my muse kind of thing for starting the whole story. So it came out. I really liked it. It's cold again. The AC came on again. I don't know why the AC's on. It's like cold outside. Oh yeah, that's right. I was looking up the temperature for Florida, for St. Petersburg. Let's see. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Homosexual, really? It is 62. Oh, you can't see it. It's too bright. Turn the AC off if you're cold. Save on the power bill. No, because my dad likes to sleep with it being cold. It's 62 degrees in Florida right now, in St. Petersburg, in this area. I need a blanket. I think probably be a good idea. Do I have another one? I think those were the main stories I wrote lately. Everything else is like not as good as those. Those are my favorite so far. I don't know why, but like I write stories and then I stop and then I work on a different story and then I stop on that one. And so I have like all these half written stories. There was one actually when I finished, I sent it into the library and they gave me like $500 because I was in a there was like a there was so there's the top five different places. I'm like the third place I think or the second place was the $500. And then like the first place was you got a chance to like put your book on a movie if it was good enough, but obviously mine wasn't, so I'm working to be that cool. Nice, won a cash rate. Yeah, I did. It was exciting. It was definitely a really cool moment in my life. I actually wrote that story when I was in high school. The one, I don't know. It was about like a girl who went into a she's playing like hide and go seek with her friends, and oh, you know what? That's kind of weird now that I think about it, because that's kind of how The Lion in the Wardrobe is. But that was before I wrote that before I watched that. Anyways, it sounds the same. It's about a girl who, she's playing hide and go seek with her friends at a park, and she jumps into a bush and then gets chased by a lion somehow, and then it just leads her down like this pathway, this like fairy tale world. So I guess in a way it has the same. I mean, it's not because there's no other than the lion like chasing the girl, but the lion's not. It's wild. It doesn't talk and stuff. So. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that feel like I've written before they came out, or that I've written something similar, and then not too long after that, I was like, came out, and I'm like, what? Did I think of that, or did I just pick up on somebody else's story in my head, like pick up on the same waves that they were thinking? Probably, I don't know. Screwing up everything, that's nice. That could be a talent. You could probably get paid for that somewhere out there, right? I mean, they pay people to kill people, so why not pay people to screw up things? Have I ever met a celebrity? I'm trying to think. Have I? You know what? I know this sounds funny, but I have a friend. Her name is Danielle, other than Aaron. And she's I don't know if you call her a celebrity, but she's a suicide girl. I feel like she is. She's pretty popular. I met her before. She was like that popular. Well, at least maybe not. I don't know. She was pretty popular when I met her too. She started out in a band called Till Skies Falls, and then like she became a model, and then now she's a suicide girl, and that's kind of cool. No, it's that. It's not because she killed herself. A suicide girl is like a model. It's a modeling agency, right? Anyways, so, and then my friend Chuck knows another one. Her name is Luna. And like, yeah, suicide girls are tattooed models, basically. That's true. I'm not ignoring you, Arthur. You're putting your jokes in. I'm reading them too. Did she live on the second floor? Second floor of what? I met her when she was on stage because she was in a band that I liked listening to. No, that's another friend. Welcome, Donzo Williams 1442. Like where she lived? I don't know. I met her through a friend, so I didn't meet her at her place where she lived or anything. Just when I modeled before, she was there. Coffee, doesn't want some coffee? I don't have a coffee thingy. Otherwise, I'd do that. Have you ever seen a wild animal? I did. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, actually, yeah. When we went to Big Bear, we saw a bear. Got any funny stories on Aaron? Hold on, that's too many questions I just read. Yeah, so yes, I have seen wild animals. I don't know if raccoons count, but I've seen a lot of raccoons lately. One tried to attack me. Yeah, Arthur's a wild animal. But yeah, one tried to attack me not too long ago. I was very thankful that there was a gate between me and the raccoon, because believe it or not, that raccoon was like, it must have had rabies or something. It kept hitting the, like, there was a gate, and it kept like ramming its head into the gate, and it was like growling, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank God for that gate. Like, I was just walking by it. But yeah, and then I saw a possum around our house, and a bear at Big Bear. I've seen a bobcat in the mountains with my uncle. I saw one of my uncles. He like actually lives in the mountains, and he has his own hawk. But like, it's because he helps out with the animal rescue thing they have over there, and that was really, really cool to see. Funny stories on Aaron. I saw deer, bears in my backyard. That's cool. Trying to think. Not really. That I can. I don't know. Probably everything you guys already know, I'm sure. Like, has to do with Katie. He told me stuff about Katie and Danny and him. Just really weird stories. I'm sure you've heard them already, so. I don't know. One time, Danny and my brother and no, I don't think Aaron was. Well, I mean, he was there, but he wasn't really partaking. They all like went to my next door neighbor's house, and there was a truck, and they noticed that this truck had like stuff in it, like that. I got a wild animal in my backyard. It's my grandma. Yeah, we know her. Aaron's a crazy dude, but he's a good person. Does Aaron pay his child support? He has a kid? Not that I knew of, but okay. No, not to me. No. Why do you guys say stuff like that? That's too much, guys. It's funny, I guess. You're mean to grandma. I like grandma. Leave grandma alone. Too many things. What was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, but like, yeah, so they stole a bunch of like baseball cards that were worth a lot of money. Well, long story short, neighbor caught them, had to come to my house, and they hid it around my house, and I had to help the cops find it so that I could get the cops out of my house. What's worth visiting in Florida? Well, we have Busch Gardens. We have Universal Studios in Orlando. Did you go to Star Wars I want to. That looks so much fun. Oh my goodness, so excited. I'm so excited about that area. It's new, right? Like, there's new stuff over there. Michael's a troll. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Jason. He's being nice though. Have you been to Gatorland? I have not. I think there was one time where we drove through it, but I've never been. I don't think so. I don't think I've been to Gatorland. Um, um, I was talking about something, but I lost my track of thought. Have you ever ran over a gator with your bike? No. In fact, I've seen gators, but not that close or anything. Have you gone to the Key West? Bahamas. I've been to Bahamas. I don't know about Key West. No, not. I've been to the Bahamas. I traveled a couple times on a boat. I think we went on like this Vegas boat thing. Have you gone to CSI Miami? No. I didn't know that was a thing. Yep. Alright, I'm probably gonna end this now. I'll wait a few more minutes if you guys have any more questions. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. If you want to hear more stories, if you have specific if you have like specific requests, like what kind of stories do you want me to write? I can write almost anything. Like if you have ideas or like certain characters you want implemented in like the stories or whatnot, I can do it. Just tell me, like, give me ideas or what kind of stories do you like read to you? Like, do you practice Orlando magic? Like normal magic tricks? I used to try to play with like the rings that like come apart and like you just put them together. And then I've played with the card magic. Thanks, Jason. What else? But yeah, the card magic and there was this ball that you. This is your boyfriend. Really, Arthur? You're gonna ask about yourself? I've played. Yeah, there was like this ball. It was really cool that like you like played with it and it's supposed to balance a certain way and like I don't know, but I didn't get to play with that too long because like my friend had it and it was there's. You told. I did not say that. When did I say that? I did not say that. Really, Arthur? Answer your own question. Yeah. So those are the little magic tricks that I've played around with, like as far as like pretend magic goes. Well, I thank you guys for joining the stream. I thank you guys for watching. You can read us someone else's stories next time. Sure. As long as that's legal. I don't know how the copyright stuff works. I've been blessed that none of my other videos, because I had music in the background that got closed off. It will help you practice marketing. Narrating. Sorry, not marketing. Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea. Think about that. Yeah, alright. Well, again, I thank you guys for joining the stream. It was fun. I don't know what else to talk about. So I'm gonna end it. But again, thank you all. Thank you to my subcriers out there. Divinity named you guys, so you're a subcrier if you subscribe to me. And yeah, have a good night. I'm gonna end the stream.